What we're going to be talking about here is how to do body work without injuring the wrists or the arms more than is going to happen with just any type of work that's repetition. And the first thing that's really important is to remember that when I lean into it, I don't want to use these muscles. So I wouldn't let this unbend like a and then lock. So anytime I lock, there's less blood flow and more pinch of bones. We want to keep space and movement through the bones, through the joints. So once I have this is too much and I'm going to hurt myself. This is too locked. There's an in-between. And once I have that muscle engaged and I have pushed down a little bit of pec, my body weight's going to go down into it. Now, as I sink into it, I've leaned forward so that my weight is here. But there'll be a certain point, just like this is too much this way, this is too much this way, this is too much of a lean, because now it's called double weighted, but the double weight of my body and my strength is in my hand. So we do everything perfectly, and then we lean too far, and now I've jammed everything because all of my body weight is being supported by my hand. So David, I want you to come here so that you can see my profile and my feet. So what's really important is I find my spot, I then lean my weight, but I don't let my full weight or let it leave my feet, and now I'm supporting myself with my hand. That's going to exhaust the joints and injure. So I let my body weight go down, and then as it hits just the right spot, and it's a feel, I can't tell you 3%, 10%, I then push back to the floor. But in pushing back to the floor, I don't come off the person. So now my force is doing this. And by having it spread, I'm more weight, more effective, but less stress in me. So that way, I can repetitively move, and I don't have to use any muscles whatsoever in my pec or my forearms or my biceps, because my body weight is leaning, but my body weight is not squishing the person, because I'm also stepping into the floor. So I have to be...
You're pushing down, like through your feet.
Through the feet to the floor, right? So I have to be able to lean forward and step back at the same time, okay? And so by doing that, I have a good amount of weight. I can find a spot, and let's say it's like, right here, and then I can sink into it, give it a bit more weight, and then in Chinese, they always say it comes from the dantian, but when they say the dantian, it's not some magical spot. It's the ability of using the abdominal muscles to push down to the floor and out to the hands at the same time, and move it around. So having that means it looks like I'm doing really committed work. It's like, he's really working hard, but it's the least amount of hard stress, but the maximum amount of use of my weight. It's a very important martial arts skill, because if you're a small person, you have to figure out how to use all of your body weight in everything you can do. And so that's how Dr. Xie, at 140 some pounds, could take someone down, and a 200 some pound person has trouble because they may be 200 pounds, but 170 of those pounds is keeping them from being able to be effective, right? Or they've moved all 200 some pounds forward, and so they don't have any roots. All you gotta do is get out of the way and take advantage of that. The ability to use whatever you have as much as possible is the skill in martial arts and in physical medicine. So that way, I'm not jammed. And the next important thing is that nothing should remain static. So if I keep a perfect posture and nothing changes, everything is going to stiffen. So I've one hand, the other hand, I've shifted my hips, I'm moving. I mean, it shouldn't look like this silly dance or anything, but this idea of, because I'm sharing the load from pinky to thumb, from from back of the hand to front of the thumb. No one spot gets repetitive injury. No one spot gets overly worn. And anytime I start to notice that one area in my body is being tweaked, I'm going to change, I'm going to vary, I'll switch my hands, I'll do a different technique. And for the person, the technique is not different. They're like, oh, that's weird, that's different. It's a continuation. Oh, now I'm just going to push my own thumb into it. Push my thumb into it. Now I've changed all the dynamics in my body. Whatever I was doing gets a break. This gets tired. Then I can move to a circle, or I could move to a lift, or I could move to a grasp. I can start doing some yeah, some na, right? And then my fingers get tired. And then I can change that to a different technique that all makes sense with what's going. But because of the variation, because of the correct use of weight in my body, I'm not going to injure myself.